with all of this discussion about the potential overturning of Roe versus Wade, you're seeing a lot of people debating this.
Mm-hmm.
Both sides.
Yeah.
Saying stuff, doing things. Some pretty horrific things are being said. Some of it's rather frightening.
Yeah.
Most of it's unfounded. For example, a witness representing Republicans claimed under oath at a House Judiciary Committee hearing on abortion access that Washington, D.C. power companies use aborted fetuses to generate electricity. I don't know how they keep them on the treadmill.
Wait, what? Somebody testified what? Yeah. Under oath?
During a House Judiciary Committee hearing on abortion access last Wednesday, an anti-abortion activist named Catherine Glenn Foster said people should, quote, think of the incinerators, end quote, before turning on the lights of their homes.
Oh, Jesus.
She said, and I quote, bodies thrown in medical waste bins and in places like Washington, D.C. burned to power the lights of the city's homes and streets. Let that sink in with you for a moment, she continued. The next time you turn on the light, think of the incinerators. Think of what they're doing to ourselves so callously and so numbly.
Wow.
She's the president of Americans United for Life, which is a pro-life advocacy group, and a Georgetown law graduate who was summoned by Republicans to testify under oath at the hearing, where reproductive health doctors, experts, and professors were in attendance.
Wow.
Her advocacy group, in a statement, referred to a waste-to-energy program from the U.S. Department of Energy. The group claimed, quote, the remains of human persons, end quote, were included in the organic wastes from industrial operations and pharmaceuticals used to source renewable energy. Somebody took to Twitter with it. Renee Bracey Sherman said, as you are rehashing abortion rhetoric, everyone should remember a woman testified under oath today to the United States Congress that she believes abortions power street lamps. She said that with a straight face, under oath.
God.
Nearly 93% of the district's power is generated from natural gas, coal, and nuclear power plants, according to the D.C. Policy Center, which is a nonpartisan think tank. The remaining 7% is generated from wind and other renewable sources, which do not include dead babies.
No, never have. Never will.
No, we use the dead babies for Soylent Green.
Soylent Green.
That's what that is.
That's right.
During the hearing, Dr. Yashika Robinson, a board-certified obstetrician gynecologist, said because of restrictions on abortions, her patients faced harassment, unnecessary costs, and delays, as well as health implications. Ms. Foster's remarks came as the country awaits a final decision from the Supreme Court in a case that may result in the overturning of Roe. Dr. Robinson said the leak of the Supreme Court's draft opinion on the Roe v. Wade ruling has had a chilling effect among patients.
Well,
The draft opinion from the conservative majority Supreme Court signals the end of the landmark 1973 decision providing constitutional protections for abortion care. The Women's Health Protection Act, a bill which would have codified the right to having an abortion, failed to pass last week because, Republicans.
Yeah.
They are, the claim is that you flip on a light, it's being powered by a dead baby.
That's ridiculous. That has got to be one of the most ridiculous claims I've ever heard.
But that's the way a lot of these people think. They
believe it, though.
I know. They have to come to these ridiculous conclusions.
And they spread this.
Yes.
And there are other people that buy it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
that's like QAnon level stupid.
Yeah. And do they think there are that many bodies that they can just, they stack up like cordwood?
Apparently.
Wow.
Apparently so. But yet they offer these ridiculous statements without a shred of evidence.
Oh, right. They could say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Aliens are coming, and
No, that is happening.
Well, yeah, that's true.
But
they are.
I mean,
It's
when
just,
you think you've heard it all, though, there's like a new bottom of the barrel that gets that there's a whole nother layer of dumb.
And you know what's really, really sad is when that gets disproven, they just find something else to latch onto.
Yeah, they just ignore it and move along to the next.
Right. The next crazy conspiracy theory.
They want to go even crazier.
Mm-hmm.
They think that one of these is going to stick, and there are people that are too stupid to understand the facts of this.
I don't know where that even starts. Where does that kind of...
I'll tell you where it starts is somebody sitting down with a like-minded individual over dinner or a glass of wine, and they go, well,
Yeah. And so that's how it starts. Somebody just, I bet they're...
Yeah, I bet they're doing this. They don't... There's probably, dead babies that are being thrown into the furnaces at the power generator plant.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, what the hell?
Do you have any proof of that? No, I don't need it.
Yeah, right. No, I just said it.
Yeah.
That makes it so.
Sure.
No. There's no hope for these people.
None. No. And
because they won't believe anything that you present them with.
The Republican Party in this House Judiciary Committee sought this woman out to testify under oath. Under oath with this.
That's pathetic.
And the only reason why I bring it up is because this actually fell out of someone's mouth.
Right. In front of Congress.
Out loud.
And she was serious.
Dead serious. Pardon the expression.
Yeah. That's pathetic. That's really pathetic.
So if your cause, whatever it may be, has to rely on falsehoods of some sort,
right,
you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
You can't just go in there with the alternate facts, if you will.
And that's what all these people are doing.
We dealt with this.
Coming up with, I know.
The head taco was a guy that believed in this type of stuff, and he just willy-nilly spouted this stuff off as though we were supposed to buy into the narrative of what was allegedly going on.
And the thing that I find most disconcerting about all this is that they're the minority. But they are the squeaky wheel.
And they're loud. Mm-hmm. That they are.
They're extremely loud.
They tend to be.
And angry. Oh, I did see something this weekend. It was a clip from Greg Locke.
Heard of him.
Yeah, that goofy-ass preacher somewhere here in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, him.
And he was talking about how if you're a Democrat, you don't come to my church. And if you get out of my church if you voted Democrat. Because they're just evil demons. And he went so far as to say, you think there was an insurrection. You haven't seen an insurrection yet.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He's spouting this from the pulpit.
Well, once again, proof that if a church or any organized religion gets involved politically with anything with their congregation, they should be paying taxes.
Correct.
You got to be paying for that right.
That's right.
And it's high time that something like that in Congress gets taken up. It'll never pass, of course, but...
No. It needs to, though. But, yeah, he was just spouting made-up stuff.
Sure. Well, the Archbishop of the San Francisco Diocese, whatever, Nemesis, whatever he is, he sent a strongly worded letter to Nancy Pelosi and said, because you're a pro-choice individual, you are not allowed to take the sacraments.
Yeah.
And she said, that's fine, I just won't go to your church.
Yeah.
Tough shit.
Yeah. I'll find another church to go to.
Yeah. Because you have to remember that even the current president, who is a pro-choice advocate and a Catholic,
right?
A very devout Catholic, was at the Vatican and hung out with the Pope.
Right.
And Frank said, take it a communion. It's okay.
Yeah, right.
It's okay. I know how you feel about it. We probably don't, agree
we don't
on
see
all that.
eye to eye.
But that's okay.
Yeah. Oh, and I saw a really interesting argument over birth control
Oh, really?
and the use of an IUD. And this,
An instrument of murder?
yeah.
Yeah.
The IUD was an instrument of murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it doesn't allow the egg to be fertilized. Therefore, there is no abortion.
It's birth control. Same thing with wearing a condom.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous.
Which, by the way, it was pointed out to me last night that our condom bucket up in the front room over there is about half empty.
Oh, is it really?
Oh, yeah. With all this talk of potential banning of birth control, people are hoarding them up.
Oh. Okay.
And as Jen is the one that made that bucket for us. And I told her, I said, I don't care if the state tries to make the Jimmy hat illegal. There will always be a bucket of rubbers here.
I don't think they will.
They're trying to.
I don't think they will.
I do have Tennessee legislative news coming up that will make you think twice about that.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yeah, it had nothing to do with birth control. It's something else. But the point being is that red states are trying to get involved in every single
aspect of your life.
That's correct. Everything that you do, everything that you think, every business opportunity you find yourself in, they want a piece of this.
That's right.
The party of small government, my ass.
Party of control.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
And do you ever really think that a red state is going to just willy-nilly allow cannabis to be a thing? No. That gives the people what they want. They want their thumb over you to keep you from doing the things you like in your life.
And I don't think they'll be around long.
We'll see.
If they make it at all.
November is coming, and we'll see what happens in the midterms. It could be a bit of a sea change. Yeah, we have our problems. The Democratic Party is not the savior either.
Oh God, no.
No, they're effing things up as well. I mean, if you want to get down to the brass tacks of economy, that's what everybody's kind of thinking about. But women's rights now, which I can't believe those two words came together, but that's what this is.
Yeah.
Is a big thing.
Yeah, it is.
It is a major thing. And so you've got some of these states that are put these oppressive voting restrictions in play.
Right.
To prevent women from voting or to prevent like-minded men from doing this.
Or blacks or brown people of any sort.
Georgia, as we have learned, despite the restrictive voting laws that they have there, looks like they're keeping Kemp.
Yes.
Despite the fact that Trump
and
hated him.
Raffensperger.
Yeah. They're staying in, it looks like. They got through the first round of the primary.
Did. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to keep him. It's like screw Trump. He's not Midas.
No.
He doesn't have the golden touch. He's not the kingmaker.
No.
And too many people are wizened up to what he is and what he's done, and they're like, we don't need this guy or anything he stands for.
No.
They're going to get rid of Marjorie Taylor Greene. She'll be out.
Yeah. They've already got Cawthorn.
Yeah, I got him out of there. And then there's others get them all out. That's a start. But you have to vote.
Right. It's the only way to make the change.
And no, it's not fixed. That's just it. And they can sit there and scream that all they want. But it's only the Republicans that make those claims.
Right.
Even when the Republicans win, the Democrats don't go, it was fixed. They don't do that.
Well, when a Republican won in the primaries over another Republican, Trump was urging them to say
that it was fixed.
That it was fixed, yeah, and that like Oz won. He said, "Declare that you won,"
but he didn't. Did they? Right. Did they ever settle that? Or is it still in them?
No, I don't care.
I don't either.
But
talk about driving a wedge within your own party.
Yeah.
That's what this is. Pipe down.
And I think that's what he's trying to do. I think he is. I think he's trying to force people into a different...
He knows that if he splits from the party and becomes the party of Trump or whatever you want to call it,
he'll fail miserably.
Well, yeah, everything he touches, it fails at.
Yeah.
Truth Social, anyone?
Yeah.
Steaks?
Truth Searcher.
Exactly. Trump University?
Yeah.
Every casino he's owned?
Quite literally. Yeah.
Yes.
Gone.
Yeah. He's losing his golf courses because he doesn't pay his property taxes on any of that. Right. I mean, come on. The list is endless.
Yeah.
And people are going, wait a minute.
Yeah, I thought you were supposed
He may be a Republican and I may be a Republican, but I don't know if we see eye to eye on most of these things because he's in it for himself.
Yeah. And that's what I've said from the beginning.
Well, sure. He's trying to deepen his pockets, if you will. Yeah. He needs the money. He's broke.
Right. So do I, but I'm not running for president.
Well, yeah. Politics is about serving the public, not being that guy.
Right.
That's the problem, you see.
Yes.